All I wanna do is draw fast.
I don't care about Jack 3 as, as a game. The is what is that, Jack and Daxter? I'm not uh uh
I,
why play Jack and Daxter when you could play Spyro?
why I don't know why anyone plays
Or Ratchet and Clank, like
Sam's played through all the Jack and Dexter games for some reason. I don't know.
I just think Jack 3's pretty good.
I don't know why people play Jack 3. I don't know why people play Jack 1.
I think Jack 3's really
definitely don't know why people play Jack 2.
Jack 2's not that good. Jack 2 I didn't enjoy. I sat in my room playing Jack 2, listening to the Wonder Years, getting angry. And then Jack 3 I had a great time with.
oh god.
But I watched some of Path of Exile 2.
Things that are too good are unethical, and things that are as intended or a little bit weaker are ethical. So that's the 411 there on what ethical is. So when I see a particularly good item and I go,
Okay.
Oh jeez.
And I had no idea what was going on, but there was one guy on the couch, Crimson Casts, and I thought he was great.
Oh wow.
I
did put a little bit of this on.
He never stopped talking.
He was like DMing the run.
He was DMing the run. He was telling you what the story was. He was letting the audience know every single split and strat that happened. At one point, and to be honest, it looked like the guy was just doing the same move over and over and over again. At one point, he did a jump that was so good, Crimson Casts stood up.
Oh my god, that's great.
He said, "Oh my god." So I was getting hyped because he was getting hyped. I didn't give this a star rating. I didn't think I watched enough of it. I only watched an hour of a 3-hour run. But I strangely enjoyed the hour I watched. Yeah, it's got to be doing something right if I watched a whole hour of it.
I watched a little bit of it, but I kind of object to seeing a Path of Exile 2 speedrun on principle. I'm not a Path of Exile head.
I'm not saying that the game was good. I'm saying that Crimson Cast.
It seemed like a bad thing to watch speedrun. I just listened to the man for a little while and then turned it off.
There was a donation incentive to fight a hard boss that they did not meet.
Oh,
only 53% funded.
Dang.
So that ends.
They did. They made the first one. They had to fight Yama the White. Sorry, I looked at the page.
I remember them saying, they kept saying, the Crimson Casts, I felt like I let him down by not chipping into this. He kept saying, "You're really going to want to see this boss fight. You're really going to want to see this boss fight." This guy's been doing the same move the past 55 minutes. I think I know what's going to happen if he fights Yama the White. I think I know what most of this is going to look like.
Yeah.
That ends. I'm told I'm about to watch one of the great, Mr. Miguel, one of the best Metroid Prime 3 runners of all time, run a game.
And Miguel has ran all of these games on a very high level, currently has the world record, and you're in for a treat with this run. You are in for a treat.
Oh yeah.
There's a new route that has never been shown in this event before, so let's hope it goes well.
So immediately I drive to Bradford to visit my father-in-law. Had a coffee. I lost some time on the City Centre loop, but I saved some frames on the M621.
Nice.
Had coffee so I could get home quick. And came in, turned the TV on, and the screen is a stormy grey. And Ariel's having PTSD.
Oh no.
He is going in the mothball and then coming back out of the mothball. And he does this for about 5 minutes. And I think, okay. And he's not really saying a lot. He just seems quite mad, does Mr. Miguel. So then I go wash up and I come back and the same thing is still happening. And I'm like, oh, it just looks like this. I just thought it was a grey storm the whole time. And then just... Oh. She's getting angry. She's getting angry hearing about this. Then the screen turned green.
Mr.
And Mr. Miguel, I'm not joking here. paused the game, and he said to a guy on the couch, "What do I do now? Can you get that VOD up?"
I am not entirely sure why this is not working all of a sudden. I've never had this sort of issues before.
Would you say that's never happened before?
I thought he was the number one guy.
I thought he was the best in the world. He's asking this guy on the couch for the VOD. And then he gets to an auto-scroller section and he's like, well, this won't help. And it turns out everything had gone really wrong earlier. And he was really far behind. Really far behind in this run. Is that the time where he gets the VOD up?
Yeah. Well, it happens multiple times, does the gray nonsense followed by the green. It happens at least,
what do I do
at
now?
least twice.
So the VOD they got up was his PB that he did in practice. I rolled my eyes at that. I thought, I'm going to organize the bookcase.
Wait, did they just swap to showing his practice around?
No, he was still going. He was just watching his own practice
Sitting
PB
and watching himself
then
play the game better than he
practicing
was currently playing.
on the GDQ stream.
You got time for more donations?
Absolutely.
While I'm organizing the bookcase, he calls the boss battle a real nothing burger. I deducted after that. Here's some interesting things I found while organizing the bookcase. I got 2 copies of Boy Parts by Eliza Clark. I got 2 copies of Normal People by Sally Rooney. I got 2 copies of Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte. And I have 3 copies of The Virgin Suicides because my wife collects copies of The Virgin Suicides.
Dang.
She's got 1 boy in Leeds, 1 boy in Scotland, and 1 boy in Las Vegas. She goes around the world and collects copies of The Virgin Suicides. And then this is the real kicker. They go over. They go over estimate.
Oh, of course
They do not go over by 1 minute. They do not go over by 5 minutes. They go over by 16 minutes. I've never seen a run go this far over.
I mean, I've seen runs go further over than that, but it was almost
Everyone
3
keeps
hours
saying-
of Metroid Prime 3.
Everyone keeps saying, this is actually pretty good considering what happened earlier.
Considering the grey to green to anger pathways we went down.
See what you did?
Yeah.
Okay.
I meant in my PB video.
Oh, you're in PB video. I thought you meant in the VOD.
No.
All right, that's gonna take a few minutes. Sorry.
They go over by 60 minutes. They spend the next 10 minutes thanking people and doing shout-outs to the family. Get off the stage. This got 1 star.
Dang.
It's got 1 star. And I don't want to sit here and pretend it would have got 2 stars if that guy hadn't called the boss fight a nothing burger. It was getting 1 star anyway. When he was asking to see the VOD. Just play the VOD at that point. I'd rather watch the VOD. Did anyone else watch Small Saga? Was it just me?
I didn't watch Small Saga. I
It was just you.
did.
We're back to the dancing.
We have our first rodent fact.
Okay, it's not actually a rodent, but did you know the closest living relative of the thylacine, aka Tasmanian tiger, is a mouse-sized marsupial called the fat-tailed dunnart. It shares nests with mice in winter, even though it hunts them in the summer.
I watched a lot less on the 3rd day. Every time I clicked in, something stupid was happening, and then I left.
There wasn't much going on Tuesday.
Tuesday was a
for
lull.
me. Yeah, I like the only things that I was really interested in were the Bill Nye game, and then Psychonauts 2 and the start of Horror Block. But I'm an adult who works 40 hours a week, a typical, well, not 9 to 5, but you know, an 8 to 3. I have to go to bed at a reasonable hour. So I couldn't stay up and watch anything. So Tuesday didn't really do much for GDQ, unfortunately.
Small Saga, a guy walks out wearing a bright yellow suit. And I'm like, this guy's good. +1 for the suit. And then it's a turn-based RPG. It's like a 4-hour turn-based RPG that he finished in an hour and a half just by playing it really quick. At one point, he's like, oh, these guard patterns, I'm getting a frame perfect. I was like, I don't believe you, buddy. Tell me anything. I gave it 3 stars. It was fine. It looked like a cute indie RPG where you play as a mouse.
Oh,
Mushroom Men: The Spore Wars.
I did click in for Mushroom Man: The Spell Wars.
And so from here, this rat we can't access because there's an invisible wall. So we grab a softball from through the invisible wall, and you can pick up anything and throw it at enemies to deal damage. This game rules.
Okay. This had Jack on the couch.
My main thing was that it was a really, really boring and terrible looking game that the Jaxler kept telling me was actually a very good and interesting game.
He said early on, you need to have nerves of steel for this game.
For Mushroom and the Small Wars, not for the fan of Hat or Weak of Thumb.
He said that the community have been trying to lower their heart rates. I thought, what community for the Mushroom and the Small Wars? Because the game's on the Wii, and he's like, if you're nervous and you're shaking, that controller's shaking.
There are just so many of these little things that require so much like wrist stability.
You can't get the perfect line if you're shaking, if you're nervous.
Listen, I did believe the guy for Hatsune Miku when he said that sometimes he punches too hard and the other controller also shakes.
I could see that happening.
Yeah.
I could see that happening. But
Maybe
I did
there's
not
something
believe
to this.
Jaxler when he said that I need to be cool, calm, and collected to speedrun Mushroom Men: The Spore Wars.
Many people have had a heart attack from how intense Mushroom Men: The Spore Wars is.
After a guy did a grapple, just a normal grapple. Jaxler went, that was actually really hard. Please clap at that, and I turned it off. I gave this 2 stars.
I give it 1 star. I did not enjoy Mushroom Men: The Spore Wars.
I thought I've only watched like 25 minutes of this, so I can't give it 1. And then there was still like Borderlands 2 on. I'm not gonna watch a Borderlands 2. Actually, what happened to Borderlands 2? By this point, my wife's home, and she's like, "I'm like, what do you want to watch? You want to watch Ink Master?" And she went, "Yeah, I'll watch Ink Master." And then got this really condescending look on her face and went, "Oh, we could watch your little speedruns." Like, oh. Little speedruns.
Dang.
Who has your TV? But I watched Ink Master and went to bed.
Okay, I'll teach you how to become the second fastest Gex speedrunner in the UK, and then, then she'll have to respect you again.
You gotta respect the speedrun.
Yeah, you gotta respect those splits. I kept clicking in throughout the day. I don't know what in particular I clicked into, so I've just given like 1 star to the whole day. But I just, every time I clicked into one, someone was annoying me or it was really boring. Before Tuesday, there were a lot more people who said words when they were playing the video game or watching the video game from the couch. And they were a lot more gay before Tuesday. It was just some boring stinky boys playing video games and not saying anything for all of Tuesday. They had I don't know, I remember this. For Mushroom Men: The Spore Wars, they had like the only gay of the day sitting on the couch and they didn't let him talk.
Yeah, Jaxler was too busy talking about how you
Jaxler was going crazy and they were just sat there.
You gotta be like a member of the bomb squad to play this thing. I wrote down Mushroom and the Spore Wars. I wrote down, this game is not real. You've all made this up.
I'm not sure I believe in Mushroom and the Spore Wars, having watched about half of a speedrun of it. I did watch a little bit of Star Wars Battlefront 2 if no one's seen anything before that.
It was Borderlands before that.
Did you watch Borderlands?
God, no.
Hey, welcome everyone to Borderlands 2. This is the co-op all quest category, so this is a co-op game. I'm TZ Rules 21.
I am Deceptix. And I'm Unjust Action.
So we're gonna jump in really quick.
That is the correct response.
Yeah,
especially since it was co-op and they were doing like all quests. And it was just like, miss me with that, please and thank you.
I've seen a Borderlands speedrun before where it was like 4 players and they were just zooming all around, doing weird stuff that didn't make sense. But there was a guy trying to explain what was happening, on the one I watched before, so it was a lot more interesting.
This Borderlands 2 one happened on Tuesday when no one was saying shit.
Yeah,
so-
we haven't done this unofficial no talking day, so so it was just strange things happening 4 times on your screen. Yeah, I didn't watch very much of it.
I wanted to watch the Bill Nye game. I was
Yeah,
too
Bill
busy
Nye game was
snoozing.
great.
Terrible.
It's not great. Okay. There's the ladder. We're going to go back up to the blimp with Sam in tow. Chet, we don't have time. Oh, I'm sorry? The volcano went off.
Good thing that's a virtual volcano.
Yes,
good thing it's a
We'll have to do that all again, but for the sake of not putting us behind further, I will call it there. That's volcano percent.
Let's go!
World record. World
record volcano percent.
That has happened before.
They did unfortunately go over time. They
And
didn't
they
even finish the
also
game.
perished
They
in
got
a volcano.
volcanoed. Yeah, but it was at least fun. And instead of wasting everyone's time by being like, let's just redo it again, they did just say, we've already gone over time. We're done. You've seen us get volcanoed. What more do you want?
They got a this has never happened before because the storm ended too soon on the first day or something.
But it was like a genuine. I've never had this happen before, and like that makes it fun because then it's like, well, at least they're not just doing it for the meme. Please, God, stop.
They're not just being bad at the game, going, "This has never happened before."
Yeah, no.
Please, I promise, I'm normally good at this.
That one. Do you remember that one from ages ago that we watched where you were like, I think it was Jack 2, where you just kept falling in a pit and then saying, "This has never happened before. I got a world record in practice."
From like a GDQ 10 years ago.
Yeah, he went like half
And
an
he
hour
kept
over
saying,
time.
I actually got a world record in my practice.
And he just kept saying, he's like, I actually got a world record in practice. And then dying again. And then saying
no
it again.
one's buying it, dude.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like he was getting to like, he'd fall in the same hole for like 5 minutes and then just silently do it and then go, "This has never happened before." And then he'd fall in the hole for like 5 more minutes and then go, "I got one record in my practice through." Shaded, man.
good times back then.
I can see after the Bill Nye ADF makes his first appearance
Oh.
of the event. I don't know if I'm going to my ADF thoughts now or later because I did.
Did
I
you
did watch.
Did you watch this?
15 minutes of the finale with ADF.
Oh, okay. Do you think we should save the ADF for the finale? Because none of us watched the finale, I think.
A week later, then.
No.
So it would be nice to have something to say about the finale.
I don't have a great deal to say about the finale.
Well, you can talk
that's
about ADF
more
for the
than what we
finale.
have.
Yeah. I watched a little bit of the Star Wars Battlefront 2 run before we started right now.
Well, you might be familiar with the Acklay then. So, fun fact about the Acklay, their weak spot is on the front right leg, which is on the left as you come face to face to it. That is the very same leg that Obi-Wan chops off in Episode 2. When he kills his Acklay in the Colosseum, when you would learn about rocket science and planets and stuff, did they ever teach you about Acklay there?
No.
The weak spots?
No, not generally speaking, but I will say that my cat is named Anakin.
Oh, amazing.
That's so sweet.
I love that so much.
But one of the people on the couch, I liked that on the couch there was a giant man in the middle and the other 2 people around him looked very small. And that was fun. And he was wearing a Star Wars Battlefront 2 t-shirt.
Oh, that's good.
And one of the people on the couch was there because he wasn't a speedrunner and he didn't speedrun Star Wars Battlefront 2, but he had a cat called Anakin and he was a scientist, so he knew about planets.
If you want to know about space, you have to know about the planets. If you want to know about the planets, you have to listen to me right now.
Sun, Mercurius, Uranus.
But I thought the run was quite boring. But I liked the cast of characters. That's all I got to say about that one. Sorry. And then I think I've got a big gap before Silent Hill, before Psychonauts.
We need some more money.
Yeah,
So
we
we're
need
gonna go gambling.
Specifically,
Yeah.
we are been barred from the top roll, the high rollers suite, unless we raise $3 gazillion.
Yeah.
So chat, you know what to do. gdq.gg/donate. I don't know how much a gazillion is, but it's probably a lot.
Raz needs it, unless we're never gonna fix Hollis's mind.
We'll never beat the game. We're stuck here forever.
I don't think that's true with how these prop flies are going.
Yeah, I was gonna say the next day there was also not a lot that I personally wanted to watch on Wednesday, but I had Horror Block to catch up on, and so I just popped into Fruity's server and was like, I'm just gonna stream pretty much all of Horror Block and Psychonauts 2. And that was good fun. But if anybody else has thoughts about those or anything else before we get into it.
I think we just get into it. I mean, I don't watch another run until Fear 2.
Oh, that's coming up. That's in the Horror Block.
Right? Okay, well, Psychonauts 2, fun game, delightful
Great game. Loved it.
Psychonauts in general, very great. Rip Meat Circus. But
Horrible
it was fine. It was it was like what, an hour and a half is how long it went?
Yeah.
It felt very, very long. But like the couch was fun. They were chatting and doing stuff. Things were occurring. I don't know. I don't have too many opinions on the actual run for Psychonauts 2, to be honest.
I didn't write anything down either. I didn't have. I just thought. I don't know. It just happened.
It was.
It
was very like middle
kind of run.
Definitely, it was very middle of the road, very average. Like there wasn't anything that was like super exciting. I liked watching them surf on the items.
Yeah.
Prop surf or whatever it was called. That was cool. But like there was nothing in it that I was like, this is horrible and I hate this run. And there wasn't anything in it that I was like, this is the coolest run that I've ever seen. It was just very safe. Yeah, it did what it wanted to do. They played Psychonauts 2 very fast. Beating the game in an hour and a half just feels very quick because I think I spent like 20 plus hours in it, but I also was 100%ing it. So, and we got to see Whale. Love Power of Whale.
Snuck out of the level to see the whale floating on the roof.
Yeah. Psychonauts 2, it's fine.
Wife law. If everyone wants to hear my wife law.
Okay, let's end with wife.
She has. I didn't watch Psychonauts 2 run. She watched me play through Psychonauts and Psychonauts 2. She has a burning hatred. She gets mad every time she sees the Bobby Zilch dance. Probably her least favorite thing in the world.
She hates Bobby
I've never
Zilch.
seen her have such a visceral reaction to anything.
How come? I mean, like, I can understand, but does she have a reasoning, or is it just one
She's
of
like,
those,
it's too
no, I hate
annoying.
him?
He's too annoying. She hates his voice. She hates his hair. She hates his dance. She hates it when Raz does the dance. She's like, don't make him do the dance. I don't like it. He doesn't feel comfortable to watch him do the dance.
Dang. I mean, Bobby's kind of a dick, so that's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, Psychonauts 2, fine. It's fine. Silent Hill Forte, on the other hand.
I think. We have $5 from Rinko who says,
Same.
It was fun. And it may have inspired me to want to try and play it fast. So,
Whole time
that's cool.
like, why aren't they doing this, Skip? They could save time though.
I was confused as to why they weren't just putting the puzzle solutions in. I have since gone through at least the first portion and realized that it makes you have to actually engage with the puzzle, which, okay, fine, whatever, Silent Hill. Could easily shave off like 10 minutes if you just didn't make me do that. But I was very into this one, and I definitely like paused it a handful of times to go back and like see what they were doing to try and understand what was going on. Really liked Silent Hill Forte. The couch and everyone up there was delightful and fun. It was a good game.
It's The run, they had like one like actual skip and it saved 10 seconds, so it took them longer than that to do it.
Good.
Most of it's just running past, like, it's just being chased by like 10 guys at once who take up the whole corridor they're chasing you through, and just trying not to get caught. And it looks crazy. They look really exciting the whole time.
It's definitely like helpful having played it on the hard difficulty.
Yeah.
Because you do know like how difficult it is. I don't think hard was as bad. Because when I went to do my hard run, I thought it was easier than the story mode difficulty, like the default difficulty. But I think at that point I had played the default difficulty so much that when I bumped it up to hard, I was like, oh, this is mostly fine. It wasn't until Lost in the Fog that I was just like, I would like to perish, please.
Well, they were saying from the new game hard mode, you get like 2 shot by anything that's not the regular mannequins.
Yeah, I mean, like there is definitely
rough
like a level of difficulty to it, and I'm not saying that it's not as hard as they were saying. It is, but like from my own personal experience, I was like, I don't remember it being that bad, but I think I had played it enough at that point that I was like, no, I got this. Basically just saying I'm just cracked at video games.
Yeah. Well, the man was saying
You're good as hell.
The man was saying new game hard is way harder than Lost in the Fog. Do you think there's
I
like
don't think that's true.
rivalry there between the hard mode runners and the Lost in the Fog runners?
Oh, probably. I don't even think there were that many like Lost in the Fog runners is the thing. When I was looking it up, like I don't think like anybody was playing in that, but I could be wrong. Let me pull
With
up
big ticket race potential on a letter card, a letter GDQ card.
Yeah, they should do it. Well, the
They
thing
should have
is,
2 characters
you
for instance
can
as
only
well.
do Lost in the Fog from New Game Plus, so you have all the stuff unlocked, but it's just really fucking hard.
It's so hard. Okay, New Game Plus is Lost in the Fog, and there are how many people? Probably like 3? 4. There's 4 people who have submitted speedruns for Lost in the Fog, New Game Plus, full game.
Is Captain Ezekiel
Hey, Max
one?
is one of them.
Who's one?
Captain Ezekiel is not. He is just.
Just does New Game
New
Hard.
Game, I believe. Yeah.
There's gotta be a rivalry.
Maxi Lobes.
There's
Is the guy
gotta
that
be
like
some
showed up
kind
at
of
like.
Yeah, this is the first sighting of Maxi Lobs, I think.
Yeah,
And
well,
he
I think
stays on the
I
couch.
think I've seen his name a handful of times before, but
Oh,
he's
okay,
just
maybe
like
not.
he's basically here the entire time for
Yeah.
horror block, which I think is very
He
funny.
moved into the couch. Oh, I remember
Yeah.
him. I saw him once.
Well, you'll remember him, Sam. He had an incident with a pipe that was difficult to stand on.
Oh God,
He was the fear runner.
Yeah.
He was also wearing a Deadly Premonition T-shirt, which I don't think either of us noticed until like many watches in, where he'd been there, and it's like, oh hey, is that a?
We noticed, I think,
Francis
probably
York
on the
Morgan, I
fear
think?
run that he had a York on it.
I think so.
While he was trying to jump on the pipe, and this had never happened before.
Pipe. Goddamn pipe. Bano, Silent Hill Forte Run.
Also,
I very much enjoyed it.
They had Bobby on the couch.
Yeah.
And he didn't say anything for the first half an hour. He was just saving it all up. And then they got into a boss fight and had Bobby commentating the boss fight, and it was beautiful.
She does a lot of attacks. If you want to talk about the damage in hard mode, she does a lot of damage. She can summon flame pillars that are strewn about the arena. She has chain attacks. And if you give her a bit of an opportunity, if you let her do her thing for long enough, she'll actually, later in the fight, begin to spawn these ads that will begin to careen in on you if you do not take care of them, or if Zeke does not absolutely dodge through them with the perfect of precision. There goes some of the ads they could ignite, they could hone in, and very nice weave, but here we go, just hacking and whacking and smacking, and Zeke, this is almost like some Dark Souls tier, but you just see the amount of damage that he took, and now Zeke has to be incredibly careful. The ads are thrown about. They can ignite and they can, again, hone in on them. He's going to have to be incredibly, really on his point with the precise weaves and
wow. So she cheated.
It was
Oh my
the
God.
Rinko fight, because he had to Captain Ezekiel had to like lock in fully and couldn't talk about anything that was going on because Rinko's hard. And so Bobby took over, and it was beautiful, absolutely perfect commentary.
Yeah. I needed it too because the guy died twice on the bus fight, but Bobby was just like, "Hey, didn't hear no bell. Let's go."
I would watch this run on the VOD if I didn't also just want to play the game. So
yeah, I think you should probably. I mean,
would recommend.
You don't get as
would
many
recommend playing
spoilers as you might imagine from a speed run.
Yeah.
But you probably should play.
I know,
it
but
instead of-
I see moments. I think I'll get to the moments. I think I could be doing a split right now. I could be doing a strat right now.
Would recommend playing Silent Hill 4T. It's so good. It's so good.
Is it better than that Silent Hill 2 remake? Oof.
Absolutely. That hands down. There's no question there. Silent Hill 2 remake is dog shit.
Struggle to get through.
It's not. The thing is, it's not even that bad, but because it's so average, that makes me just hate it even more.
It's
just
so
commit
fucking
to
long.
being trash.
It's so long.
Sorry, I got opinions about Silent Hill. Poor Fruity has heard all of them so many times.
I
now.
have heard them, but I did. You talk to Sam about it. You can vent.
I've not heard any of them.
So I'll do to Sam if you
Fresh
want.
canvas.
It's like the original Silent Hill 2 is pretty long as is. I mean, like, it's 8 hours ish.
It's like
8-ish hours.
12. It feels short because it's so pissy, but it's
Perfect.
not like short.
No, it's definitely like a longer one, but like it paces itself out really well. The atmosphere is great. It keeps up the tension pretty solidly from start to finish. There's enough going on that like you're not necessarily just sort of being like, what am I doing and why am I here? Can this please end? Blooper just fucked all of that and said, what if you just fought a mannequin all of the time?
And they don't
that's
get
pretty-
any moves. They
Yeah,
don't-
it's just
they
the
don't change
same.
it when the moves come. It's like fighting
Same thing
glass
over and
Joe
over again.
for 16 hours.
What if we tried to make James like sympathetic because he's our little meow meow boy who we love and not just like the weird sex pest that he is? Anyway, I got opinions. I don't like the remake. I thought it was stupid and pointless. General consensus
Average
is
is-
that it is a good video game.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Consensus
well,
is
yes,
better
it's
than Hilf.
that's incorrect. That's incorrect.
Worst version of Silent Hill 2 with really
I'm sorry,
really
that is
fucked up endings.
the wrong
I have a
opinion.
friend
A
who
lot of
loved
it.
it. He was like, "This is incredible. This is the scariest thing I've ever played in my entire life." I was like, "Brother, you're just hitting the same thing with a stick."
Yeah.
Mannequin with stick.
I've got like 20 healing items. I've got like 100 pistol bullets. I can't die.
It's just so frustrating. Yeah, I didn't enjoy it. I played it a lot. I played Silent Hill 2 remake a lot. And I did not enjoy most of it. Oh, look at these bad people. Oh, look at these terrible things that they've done. Oh, it's so bad.
I didn't see a single 6-7 at AGDQ, and I was assuming.
Oh, it happened. Oh, it happened a couple of times.
Thank God. I was worried GDQ
There
was an
was-
irrelevant event.
There were 6-7 mentions.
Resident Evil 2.
But I guess because I'm doing it in this order, which is slightly different, or it's actually quite different than you normally would, I should be fine. She's in my way.
Oh, Eleanor.
Ooh,
That's
Eleanor,
rough.
please, Eleanor, please, just chill. Just chill. Eleanor, chill.
That is. She might
really
have gotten hit
unfortunate
down to the ground. She did.
Oh my God, but that
You
didn't.
got to watch out for that.
Mr. X is actually right there.
Yep.
So, this will be a little fun, I guess. Oh my.
Resident Evil 2 was fun.
4 stars, and we give the Silent Hill 2 remake 1 star. Sorry.
Yeah.
Resident Evil 2 remake. Oh, so there were a donation incentive to play with their Guitar Hero controller, which was met.
Yeah.
Did you watch this? Did I tell you to watch this, Sam?
You sent me the VOD. I watched 15 minutes of the VOD. I was like, this is cool. I'm going to bump this to the TV. Because I was watching it while I was cooking.
Yeah.
And I did not bump it to the TV at any point. So that was 15 minutes for all I watched. But I was amazed at what I was seeing, what they can do with technology nowadays. It's
It was
crazy.
so cool. I would have still been impressed had it just been on a regular controller, but I don't think I would have been as engaged with it. But the fact that the man played with a Guitar Hero controller and his movements on screen were pretty much just as smooth as they would have been with a controller. I mean, you could definitely tell he was using a D-pad to move the camera around, but like Claire's movements were gorgeous, and it's like he is doing this on a Guitar Hero controller, and that was dope.
Here's the only real note I had, and it's about the Jet2 holiday joke that they did.
I don't remember.
Because I thought a donator sent in a Jet2 holiday joke. There's a meme right now.
Oh, okay.
For it. You might not know this meme.
I don't know. I
But
don't
the
know
famous
what the kids are
Jet2
doing.
holiday advert. People put the nothing beats a Jet2 holiday thing over like a bunch of British people fighting or something.
Right.
It's pretty funny when you see it. It's one of those you have to see it memes, I guess. I've seen it a few times, but I guess it gets the other ones. But the person reads it out in like a really weird, like old-timey radio voice.
$25 from Sky Vicnair. Nothing beats a Raccoon City holiday. And right now, you could have 50 zombies per person. That's 200 zombies for a family of 4.
And I wrote down.
I remember that. Sorry.
That's not the joke.
I was very confused during that bit. I had no idea what was going on.
They have no idea what the joke was, but they committed to a different one anywhere.
Let's get the knife set up. Nice, nice.
This is definitely one of the scariest enemies you can come across.
Oh,
if it
for
grabs you
sure.
and you don't use any defense items on it, it will just one-shot you. There's no way around it. It's not easy like the OG game. It's not that plant.
This is the only note I had.
I thought they were a great run. I had a good time. I learned that Claire is faster than Leon and also is better at knife. Did you know that, Sam?
I did not. I learnt that. I learnt that in the first 15 minutes of the run.
Yeah, that's crazy.
She's got those knife frames.
Also, he had to keep Claire in caution the whole game because she walks faster in caution than any other character in any other state. So he did the whole game knife only at 2/3 health with the Guitar Hero control. I didn't think the cast were as good as for Hilf. Even though Maxi Lobes did return for the Resident Evil 2 couch.
Yeah, so you didn't think
Maxi
Maxi
cannot
was
carry
good?
everything.
Well, I can't.
He's just one man.
You put all of
only
the
do so
horror
much.
block in the back.
He did. he was doing so well until the very end of it. Actually, he was in Felt From 2 after the incident, but
He was, yeah, he was.
What? Hang on.
Busy man.
It don't matter. It's not fun. Yeah, with the same the one from Hilf, the person the other person on the couch other than Bobby and Maxi Lobes, were just kind of asking kind of nerd questions about the video game, which I respected and liked, and was asking myself because I am a nerd watching a video game.
Oh yeah. I
They-
liked them.
Yeah, they came back for Fear to witness the
Maybe
incident.
that's why I enjoyed it so much. They were good.
Brian
They had good
Otto.
energy.
Hi, folks. I am Brian Otto.
Yeah.
There was Amnesia, the bunker.
There was.
Yeah.
He set off a trap. Okay, so we have bad fuse luck, which means we need to find 2 fuses to beat this given seed. We're going to see if that's on in maintenance or communications. Okay, so it's on in maintenance. That's kind of worst case luck. And the monster just jumped out of the hole. Lovely. We love that. All right, so we're going to change the plans. This is how this run goes. You have to do a lot of on-the-fly thinking.
I also have
This is a game I
opinions
wanna
about
play.
Amnesia. I am not an Amnesia fan. I like the original Amnesia, and then all the ones after that, I just kind of am like, yeah, but they're not Amnesia. That being said, the the person who was playing seemed very high strung and anxious. Positive, just in that it was endearing, and again that part of me that kicks in when I see someone like that. I'm just like, you're a precious baby, and I just want you to succeed and have a nice time.
Didn't have a couch
but
either. He was up there all
yeah,
on
it
his
didn't have
own.
a couch.
Oh my God,
and so
that's
like
brave.
with all of that considered,
No,
I
Maxie loves
think
to
he
fall
did a
back
great
on.
job. Main run, fine. I personally think that the bunker is kind of boring. And so watching someone play through it even fast, a little boring. But we did get to see him do it in like 4 minutes at the very end,
Yeah,
and he
that
rode
were
a
really
shovel,
good. I
and that
loved
was
that.
cool.
And he did it by surfing a shovel over the whole game.
Yeah,
Which are
just
beautiful.
rode a shovel. But again, considering that like he didn't have a couch, he seemed very anxious. It's 2 a.m, and he played the game mostly in the like, without lights on, and like with his health just constantly being bad, and so the screen was just a red and gray blur. He did a great job. Good on you, Blood Thunder.
I did. I liked I've written. I liked the man. For about 50% of the run, a horrible damage filter was basically rendering the stream unwatchable. Whenever he got hit during the game, the screen went completely grey, and he could still see, but the Twitch couldn't like
viewers could
render
not.
what was happening on screen anymore.
Yeah.
So it was just grey. So we most of the run we couldn't see the game, and we were just going off what the man was saying. He had to narrate the run to us.
All right, first obstacle is a spiky ball that's going to the foreground and background, and you have to jump past the spiky balls and dodge them. There's a bunch, and we're jumping over spike pits as well. All right, we're at a question mark block. We hit it, and there's a coin inside.
I give him 3 stars. I did write someone needs to help this boy. He has no couch.
Yes. I think it would have gone a lot better. I think I would have been more engaged had there been a couch, which is not a comment on his ability. He did his best while navigating a fairly difficult game. And all that. And again, it's 2 a.m, and he's playing a spooky game that he said was still a little scary for him.
He's allegedly
and-
playing a video game. We can't confirm that. He
Yeah,
did
we
say he
cannot
was still
confirm.
scared by the game, even after speedrunning
Yeah.
it for hundreds of hours. That was cool.
Yeah, and
Maxie loves us
I
to
thought that was
practice.
precious.
He actually loves us to get his hands ready for the. He's doing those hand stretches that the Dragon Ball Z guy was doing. Getting ready for Tier 2 Project Origin.
I need that resistance band, man. Give it over
The
here.
big ticket.
Because we're about to do another humongous skip called Snake Fist 3.0. Because there was Snake Fist 1.0, which you had a lot of fun with, BT.
It made me stop running this game.
Yeah. And then there's Snake Fist 2.0, and then there's Snake Fist 2.1, and now we're at Snake Fist 3.0 thanks to OnTrigger and his discovery of the save warps, which we're going to do right now. Nice,
luck, dude.
got it. Thank you. I do need a little bit of quiet time now, just for this jump. Didn't get it.
There's been a lot of build up to this one.
Yeah, there has.
I watched this one. From the start. I was like, oh, I'm late tuning into the GDQ today. I thought clean up before I sat down for the GDQ. Turn it on. Fear 2 Project Origin starting. What did we all think?
I've never played a Fear. I plan on at least playing the first Fear sometime soon. I thought it was very funny that they were all trying to treat it like it was a big, scary, spooky game. When they're like, oh yeah, it is really scary when Alma comes at you in this part, and it's just like
And you just
they're
watching
in
Call
the
of
walls.
Duty.
Yeah, it's like, sir, this is just a Call of Duty with a emaciated lady to popping up sometimes. I think it's fine. Everyone seemed to be having a great time. Commentary was just fun to listen to. Yeah. I'll let somebody else talk about the incident, but
I really like Fear 2. I think Fear 2 is great. Is it a good game? Probably not. If I was going to give it a rating out of 10, it gets a 6. It's a 6 out of 10 game. Luckily for Fear 2, I would say all of my favorite games should get a 6 out of 10. Um, outside of like the obvious heavy hitters, I love 6 out of 10 video games. I think Singularity is one of the best games ever made.
Singularity's
And
better
there's
than
no
Fear
way
2.
you give that
Singularity
anything above a
slaps.
6 out of 10.
I
So
give Singularity an 8 out of 10. Easy.
Fear 2 is fantastic to me. Some notes from my end. They don't actually finish Fear 2 in the speed run.
You did finish it?
No, he gets to the machine where you go in the machine and then
Oh.
you fight the last boss.
Yeah,
in the
he
dream world by the
glitched out
tree,
of it.
and they stopped the game. They just stopped it there.
They just said it
I
was
was
finished when it wasn't finished.
Yeah, they just finished it for no reason. They just stopped
I
playing.
remember
Fear
the
2.
first time the thing came down, it didn't.
Yeah,
I forgot there were more after that. I thought he just.
There's more after that. You have to fight. There's the other guy who, in the text of the game, has gone mad wanting to have sex with the ghost.
Yeah, they
Oh,
did end with the
no!
lady got shot, didn't they? I remember.
Yeah, the lady
this.
gets shot, and then someone from your team goes Fruit Loops crazy because he's just so down bad for this ghost. But the ghost only has eyes for you. Fear 2 is a love
Yeah.
triangle.
Okay, maybe
Gets
I
to
have
have
to
sex
play
with the
Fear 2.
ghost.
Fear 2 is crazy. It's absolute nonsense. I loved this run.
Even
I thought
with
this was
the
brilliant.
10 minutes of trying to
loved
hop
the
off
10
of
minutes.
the square with the light onto the pipe.
So, and correct me if I'm remembering the trick wrong. He jumped onto some pipes, and then he jumped onto another pipe, and then he jumped through a wall, and then he started pause buffering, and then out of nowhere he just said, "Nope, didn't work," and then restarted the
I
level.
just remember the 100 times that he tried to jump on the pipe and fell off.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was the first time he couldn't get on the pipe, and then he didn't do the trick, and he had to jump back on the pipe, and I was like, "Oh, brother, how was the couch gonna carry him through this?"
But Brian Eno would
When
try
he
it.
started doing the trick, when he started trying to jump on the pipe, Maxi Lobes, ever the professional, said, "I'm gonna need to go a bit quiet here. I'm gonna lock in," and then he didn't lock in at all. He fumbled.
It was a whole thing. As soon as that started happening, I kind of tuned out, and then kept popping back in every once in a while and just being like, "Oh, he's still doing the thing.
Still doing it.
He still hasn't landed the trick."
Still doing it.
I tapped out
I was
and
like,
remembered
"He's
that it was
still
still
doing it."
going on like 5 minutes later, and when I clicked back in he was still trying to jump on the thing and falling off, and then I did it again, and 10 minutes later he was still trying to jump on the thing and falling off. The part
Did I stand
he
in the
was saying
thing?
that like
Maybe.
every trick in the run just worked first time except for that, where all of the extra attempts he'd built up just came at once, and he just fell off the pipe 100 times.
Here's the thing. I didn't mind. I was enjoying seeing this played in more of a Mirror's Edge style than a Call of Duty style. I was already like, wow, this is great. Again, I thought another speedrun I can show my dad, and he'll appreciate it. He'll be like, wow, that's not how the game's supposed to be played, and I'll be like, exactly, that's what I'm saying, brother. Maybe we skip over the pipe moment.
we just compared a little bit there.
But I give this 4 stars. I enjoyed this a lot. I liked the couch. I liked how they kept shouting out the routers and the glitch hunters by name.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
They did something I've never seen speedrunners on the couch do before. They explained the names behind splits, behind strats, behind skips.
Hate
They
when they go into the
explained
law
what the
behind
names
the
were.
names for the stupid.
Gave us name law. They were all bad jokes, as we
Yup.
already knew.
Is this the one where they all had really long names?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I remember this.
Where the names came from. And paused for laughter. No one laughed, of course.
Nope.
Maybe Maxi Lobes gave it a courtesy laugh just because he's a consummate professional.
The couch were not helping Maxi Lobes much. I did appreciate. I always appreciate Brian Eno. The other two were completely silent the whole time. And I don't think Bayonetta had like played the game, so they were just asking.
No, he
like,
absolutely had not. And I think he
He's
opened
riffing.
with the whole like, I have not played this. And so was trying to like ask questions to lead someone to like explain what things were happening. And then when they weren't
Between
doing
them
that,
and
he was like,
Maxi, they're
okay.
doing alright, but the other
Maxi
two
was
were
doing a
like
good
upside
job of it.
down.
Maxi was trying to explain that the ghost
Oh,
is
definitely,
out,
but
and the
They could
ghost
add a
Maxi
pair
was
of
also
cardboard
busy playing
cutouts on
video
the
game.
couch. It would have been the same.
But like it definitely got to a point. I remember where like Brian Otto was like, okay, like I assume this is the kind of thing that you're doing based on tech from other games, and then Maxi would be like would pause and then be like, yes, because Maxi is busy trying to play a video game and also jump off a pipe. But yeah,
Was
the other
Thunder
two
kept
kind
talking
of
about
just
the community? I don't think he's in the community, but he did shout out the community.
It's just a fan.
He's just a casual fan of the community, the Fear 2 Project Origin community, of which I am not a part of, but I'm an admirer of as well. I'm with him.
Yeah.
There was a running joke where Maxi Loves was like, anyone donating, tell us what the F in Fear stands for.
Oh, I remember that hit as
donate.
well.
For donate.
Let's go, Maxi, dude. Let's go.
And
we're still with you, man. Whole way through. You got it.
If people donating want a fun thing to do, this game doesn't tell us what fear actually stands for like the first game does. So if you want to donate and tell us what you think fear stands for,
It's a great shout.
let us know.
I think the F is for donate.
Pets in Winter agrees with you actually about what the F stands for.
Okay.
They donated $50 and said for donate.
Perfect.
See, growing up watching SpongeBob, I thought it was fun.
F is for friends who do stuff together.
So many people donated to say for donut.
That stuck for the whole rest of the thing. It's 5
Yep.
a.m. in the hotel in Pittsburgh stuck for the whole rest of the thing.
That's the other thing. Fucking Silent Hill gave us Twizzler juice.
Oh,
and
yeah.
that kept popping up.
That one
because
Maxi
it was
loves
Maxi
this
Loves
thing.
who mentioned it.
Oh yeah, and I'm Maxi. I talked about Twizzler sauce earlier.
And no one would let him live it down because it was horrific.
It were
Anyway.
Silent Hill for an hour 40 minutes. Resident Evil 2 were an hour. He came back, did Fear for an hour 10 minutes. Then he did Fatal Frame 2 for an hour and a half. So for like 5 hours, people were just atting him about his Twizzler juice.
Yeah.
But this is
The
the thing.
whole thing.
I know he took 2 breaks. He took the smaller breaks. He wasn't there for Amnesia. He wasn't there for Kiosk. You know, neither was the audience.
thing that we do here is we hit quit and continue, and when we do that, it restocks all of the ingredients in the food stand. If you do not do that, you'll have to restock everything one by one in the walk-in.
Who wants to do that?
Yeah, none of us want to do that. And, you know, you can literally pick up things only one at a time, so the fact that we can quit and continue and it restocks everything is super convenient. And it was actually an accidental discovery on my part, so I'm really happy to have found that, because I don't think you could technically speedrun the game if you couldn't do that, but it would take a very, very long time, so.
Yep, and also we are serving coffee today. It's 5 a.m. in a Pittsburgh hotel. I could use a coffee.
Yeah.
They all came back for Fatal Frame 2. They got 30 minutes sleep during
I
Kiosk.
missed Kiosk, but I think it's a game that I want to play, so I didn't want to like actually look at it. In my defense,
I watched Kiosk, and I have no notes on the strats. The only notes I have are that the runner seemed like a very nice person, but also, I mean, this is very rare, I think, for speedrunners, just seemed like a human being.
Wow, they're just really approachable, down to earth.
I think a lot of
kinda runner.
speedrunners. For example, I
Wow.
can't imagine them ever going to like a supermarket and buying things.
They go real fast. They'd be
Mafaria.
zooming the cat around the star.
Yeah, they'd have the whole place planned out. But Mafaria, I can just they just appear to have a third dimension. This and I thought that was really interesting. I gave Kiosk a 3-star mainly because I thought that the runner was a human being, and I didn't want to offend them by giving it lower than 3 stars.
In case you run into the supermarket.
Kiosk also came in 10 minutes underestimate.
Oh, wow.
Dang.
And then Fatal Frame 2.
I'm possessed. I'm going to do the ritual thing.
Oh my, you silly goose.
Oh, that is so flashy. Look at that.
Silent Hill, or not Silent Hill 2. I'm sorry, I'm still looking at the schedule and I need to stop. Fatal Frame 2. It doesn't help that there were a lot of the seconds in the horror block. It was a lot of X Game 2 and whatever. But Fatal Frame 2 was the first Fatal Frame that I played. So it's near and dear to my heart. But the runner and Max Lobes had a good rapport, but it was like not necessarily in the good rapport to watch. They just sounded like buds, which is delightful to hear. It's like two friends sitting on a couch playing a video game and just kind of shooting the shit, but not necessarily commentating on a game for a crowd of people.
I noticed that. I enjoyed that Cloudmart did not ever put any like tone into his voice.
No, it was
He was
very just kind of there.
Man. He's
He was
cracking
so
wise
mellow.
with Maxi Loeb, who,
Oh.
as we've said, is a wonderful ball of charisma, and he sounds like he's falling asleep at all times.
I really liked his presentation. I loved the fact that he was just chill and mellow, especially with his like notoriously hard and spooky as Fatal Frame 2 is. Or just Fatal Frame in general, and the fact that he had all these ghosts just jumping out at him, he's like, okay, well that just happened. Ooh, that's a ghost. It's like, all right, man.
I thought Maxi was waning in this section. Though I thought you could tell he was getting a bit tired.
He'd been through.
I mean, he'd been there for ages.
He'd been there so long. He'd been non-stop. He'd been flat out. And they
stopped for a little bit, but he was stressful for
bald man.
Yeah, I mean, like, it was the last game for the horror block, and so with it being more chill, more mellow, more laid back, I think it was fine. It was interesting seeing the game be routed just to be done fast. I don't think there were, like, too many glitches or anything like that. I think it was just the man just played the video game quick. And prayed for good RNG.
Big skips. He just played the game very fast. I give this a 3-star.
Yeah, no, it was a perfectly serviceable run. He did a good job. Go to sleep, Maxi. You've been here for too long.
They give Maxi Loves a well-earned break, and they come out with Bloons Tower Defense 6.
Yeah, and then actually on round 59, we can even buy a fourth bunny. Again, just kind of as a flex. It totally doesn't turn it into a demon bunny that jumps around everywhere and pops everything, right? And it's totally not a reference to Monty Python and the Holy Grail, which has this bunny that jumps around and bites people's heads off.
I did not watch Bloons Tower Defense 6. I cannot imagine being excited to watch a speedrun of Bloons Tower Defense 6 as much as... Nothing wrong with Bloons Tower Defense 6. I just have zero interest in seeing it speedrun.
I got one note here.
Uh-huh.
What are we even doing here? One star.
Sorry.
This was just a guy playing Bloons Tower Defense. Like, everything you expect this to be, it was.
It was.
He had the rounds on auto go, so as soon as one finished, the next one started. He was just putting the monkeys in as soon as he could. Turned this bad boy off. I went straight to Northern Lion. Save me, Ryan.
You know, I'm glad to hear it's exactly what I thought it would be.
It is. It's just what you thought it was going to be.
What else could it be? What do you gonna use the tech to go through the wall and clip right to the final balloon? There's nothing there.
He puts the sniper in an optimal position, and what is this? How did this get in? How did this get in? The couch is obviously saying nothing the whole time. The runner is also very quiet the whole time.
Just playing
I've just come from Mr. Charisma, Maxi Love, and now I'm watching a guy silently play Bloons Tower Defense. I'm like, is this me in year 8 in high school? I don't let the teacher know that I'm not doing the work. I'm playing Bloons Tower Defense. Then there was an Animal Crossing race that I didn't watch. and the rest was like 2 hours.
Game. So as you can see, this game is the sort of rolling log form. There's no acre transitions between acres, but the internal game itself does have unique acres. The map is a 5x5 grid. And basically the way we think the game generates new flowers is that every day it chooses 3 acres at random out of the 25.
Yeah, they were trying to like get certain villagers, weren't they? Was that
Yeah,
like
I
the
think
point?
so.
Golden net, it says.
Okay. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means either. It's just what it's called. Golden net rest. When I
Cool.
clicked
So
in,
none of us play Animal Crossing.
when I clicked in, they were cutting down trees. I was just like, "Is this a speed run?" And then I left.
But that feels like maybe I can show again my wife Law. She's a big Animal Crossing fan, or maybe
Maybe that's how you get.
say watch this.
Get back
We
in.
can either watch the Banshees of Inner Sharon or Animal Crossing City Folk speedrun. Golden Net Race.
It is a 2-hour race.
Which one do you want? I came back in for Contra, but I don't know if anyone watched Mighty Gunvolt.
Ladder climbing in this game is significantly faster than a lot of other like Mega Man type games, so pretty fast to climb up.
So this boss, his name is Mr. Happiness. I don't know why they named it that, but he is apparently the mascot for the Galgun series, where Ikoro comes from. But that was a pretty good fight.
I did not watch Mighty Gunvolt.
Did anyone else watch Contra?
Soon. So remember we talked about that lieutenant guy? He's back and apparently gone hulking mutant.
I got laser.
Yeah,
So-
shoutouts to games like Rage. This is a very rage-coded boss, I would say.
I'll have to consult the Rage community on that one.
My goal here genuinely is not to play connect the dots between Rage and other games, but instead to highlight the ways in which those games actually did creatively distinguish themselves in a more meaningful way. Rage's big failure is not in trying to imitate something else that was good, it's that every single time it created those parallels and invited those comparisons, it ended up being the worse, blander version of the two.
The laser slowdown slows down everything that's not you and your bullets in the stage show. That is that boss very easily handled.
Contra!
I did not watch Contra either.
I'm so
Okay.
sorry.
So Contra, I was like, this is the GDQ I know. It was a co-op speedrun. One of them, I believe it was Mr. Cab, I think his name, spoke only in like 2014 memes.
Oh no.
So, if he'd have said, so that just happened, I would not have been surprised. The other guy kept telling me the plot of Contra. I was like, what? I was like, there's a plot. He was applauding the voice actors in this new Contra game. I couldn't believe it. Someone on the couch, when talking about RNG, said, getting this weapon is a coin toss or maybe a D6 roll. And I thought, you could have just said dice roll. You don't have to specify which dice.
Maybe you do for the gamers. They're crazy. They're rolling all kinds of weird dice with too many edges.
Everyone kept shouting Contra whenever there'd be a boss. The whole audience would go, Contra.
That is what the game's called.
At one point, there's a donation from the guy who made Contra, right? And I have a bone to pick with this. Here's my thought. The donation comes in, the guy says, I was the creative director on the original Contra. Is anyone verifying these?
Okay.
Absolutely not.
Like, if there was a Banjo run, could I have donated and gone like, big love, how I see some good splits, had a great time making this.
It's me, Banjo.
And everyone would have been like, whoa, I can't believe Grant Kirkhope just done it. He's actually Muggins here. just want to get a bit of clout, want to get a shout out. I think that's what's happening. I don't think the fucking 16-year-old man who made Contra is watching a speedrun of Contra Operation Galuga. The end of the run was a bit weird. They finished the run. Everyone shouted Contra. One of the runners got really emotional because it was a PB. He was like, I can't believe I got a PB. During this, the other runner gave a heartfelt shout out to a friend of his who died and started crying. I thought, is this the
Aw.
place?
Did
It
you
was
get very
sweet.
emotional when the
It was
finisher?
very sweet, but everyone's been shouting Contra for the past like 30 minutes. And this one guy hasn't been rapid fire telling me the plot of these games. There is no plot in these games. He keeps saying, as you'll remember from Contra 4. What do you mean?
You almost certainly played that one, and you do not remember from Contra.
I played Contra 4 a lot, and I don't believe there's a plot in Contra 4. I was doing challenge runs on Contra 4. It's like the only Contra game I've ever been good at. And that was me until the awful block.
I today watched a little bit of American Truck Simulator because I didn't understand what it was.
Let's snag some donies while we're on the road.
Boone, I'm gonna need your help with some of these because the air here is real dry and I'm already losing my voice. So when I point at you, I need you to just give me a huge yeehaw. Can you do that?
I will do my best if I can see you.
$50 from Coffee Man. Donies for trucking and fighting cancer.
Hey, I'm stuck in a guardrail.
What is wrong with you?
What?
Hold the donies!
Oh no.
Oh
no.
I watched a little bit as well, and they were speaking in funny southern accents.
Yeah.
So,
They're all
and,
doing trucker lingo. They're all doing accents.
and the trucks kept flipping over.
Right, they were just racing the trucks to a place. They both set off. One of the runners flips the truck over.
I'm wanting you to get a head start because you know.
And if you didn't know, guys, we're going out of the 806 on to 287, which heads to Dallas, and we already got a roll.
Oh
We already got a rollover.
So the other one stops for them. But then when they're like they get towed to a service station, but that actually puts them ahead because the service station's ahead. So
oh my God.
Everyone sets off again. The person who just crashed, I think they just crashed again.
There's a couple things that we got to keep in mind as we're going.
Oh Lord.
Oh.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
And got sent back to the same place. Yeah.
Wait, did that just tow me back to Emerald?
Are y'all?
No shot.
So then they're behind now, and the other person's just zooming on. Then the person who'd crashed twice crashes again, but this time they wedge themselves into a barricade at the side of the road, and they're completely stuck and can't pause the game, so they can't be towed to a service station. Okay. So then they have to ask the other runner to come back and push them out of the barricade. It wasn't really a race or like a speed run kind of event. It was more
good race.
It was a bit of a mess.
It was just a bunch of goobers playing truck sim, but what else could it have been? I'm kind of glad it wasn't a real race. They all looked to be having fun. There was a man doing a cowboy voice on the... Wait, has Buffalo Boone come up before?
Uncertain.
I think Buffalo
I don't believe
Boone...
I've spoken about Buffalo Boone.
I can't remember if someone had mentioned Buffalo Boone, but I'm pretty sure it was Buffalo Boone who was carrying this horrible... This race where all of the competitors had crashed and were just waiting. Like, wait, was this the same person really crashing over and over again?
Did this in Convoy?
There was singing involved.
Oh my God. They might have sung... I might watch this.
We were alright.
Dispatch, these truckers were supposed to arrive a while ago. Can you update me on what's going on here?
All right, so it does appear that unfortunately one of the truckers has wedged their entire truck in the guardrail, and it is impossible to get out.
As one does.
Yes.
Oh no.
Hey.
Oh no.
Shut it.
Oh no.
Shut it.
All right, hey Godfather, I am now seeing that they have both wedged themselves in the same guardrail.
And that's what we call. That's what we call.
This is what we call your.
Yes.
Yes.
Did anyone watch the rally one or?
I think I'm out until I barely watched any more, to be honest, of the speedruns in the whole event. I didn't even watch that much Awful Plug.
I watched a
we
lot of Awful Block.
Oh,
I say a lot, like half of Awful Block, probably.
Should we just skip to Awful Block? Because I turn up in Awful Block at one point.
We can skip to Awful Block.
Oh,
I jump in on Disney's 102 Dalmatians Puppies to the
I
Rescue.
think that's right.
I missed that one.
Hello, everybody. I am Passray, and this is the 102 Dalmatians TAS. I'm joined by my commentators.
Hi, I'm Jaxler.
I missed 102 Dalmatians,
You
but
don't need
it
to
is a
watch
game that I am familiar with.
You don't need to watch this. This was a TAS run.
Oh no, they got a
Dang.
robot to play it.
I hadn't seen the TAS at any point, and then here it is in my beloved Awful Block.
Horrible.
I'm
Oh,
here for a
it's-
good time. I'm here to watch some great.
I got a little robot next to it on the thing. I can't believe Test Spot's back.
TAS spot
Damn.
came in. So this was an automatic 0 stars.
Yeah, the stars are for humans.
But this is
Can't
this
believe
is
they've done this
the
to my dogs.
this is the thing that got my gut the most, right? So there's a little story here, a little bit of Samoa coming for you. Years ago, I went to a film festival, and at the film festival, they showed The Fugitive. The Fugitive is a good film.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, the cinematographer for The Fugitive stood up to field some questions, and no one asked him anything. This woman who made the TAS for Disney's 102 Dalmatians, at the end of the run, was asked more questions by the couch than the DP of The Fugitive was.
The
At a
DP of
special
the,
screening.
he needed the Jaxler in the cinema.
It was Jaxler was so interested. What was going on with the TAS? And he kept saying, I have a lot of respect for the TASes. And I wrote down, that's why I don't have any respect for you.
Oh no.
I would like to go on record here. I don't respect the TASes. I don't respect the TASes at all. You know who I do respect? DP of The Fugitive. That film was great.
We're gonna give the DP of the Fugitive. We're gonna give him 5 stars. We're gonna give
I'm
Test
gonna give The
Spot
Fugitive
0
5 stars. I'm gonna give that film 5 stars.
The whole movie, not just the man.
I like the strategy that he uses by jumping out of the storm drain instead of going back up.
That's a pretty good move, actually. That's,
I mean,
saves
that's
a
the
lot of
funniest thing I've
props.
said for the whole.
He saves a lot right before he lands, so that's how he
He saves
survives.
so much time. Speaking of time, the land before time.
All right, next level. Are you going for bubble skip? Yeah, we're gonna go for the we're gonna go for the fast bubble cycle.
The bubble cycle?
Yeah.
All right, hold on to your britches.
I have fast bets.
Jump on bubbles, to get across.
Oh my god.
All right.
Return to the Great Ballet.
I didn't watch that either.
I missed that one. The like first handful I missed. I watched Egg.
I watched Egg.
Here's some notes. We open with a sassy guy on the couch. This is Caveman DCG calling this one of the games of all time. Immediate star off, no matter what we get.
They should ban jokes from this is in my notes at the end. They should ban jokes.
Certain jokes need to just be stricken from. Needs to be a jar.
I don't
If you
think-
make, this is an X thing of all time joke.
I
Money
don't
goes in
think
the
nerds
jar.
should be trusted with jokes because they'll just think of some new stupid meme that they'll infinitely repeat without. I don't know. They need to be
Yeah.
stopped from jokes. And when they try and get the audience to do jokes, it's just as bad. It's all.
This was just two snarky people being snarky again for children. I wasn't really enjoying it. This guy was like, I found this trick an hour ago and then failed this trick 4 times and game over.
Should have fucking put in my practice. They should. Piece
I'm
of
not
shit.
practice on the trick. I did add a star onto this because there was a twist at the end where someone donated something and the very excited donation reader went, "Oh my god, that's from The Land Before Time 5." And then said, "I love that film." And then the guy on the couch was like, "I know you said that this is that's your favorite film ever, The Land Before Time 5, your favorite film ever." And reading the donations, they say it's incredible. They got a song about big water, and then without missing a beat, Earman on the couch goes, "I know you've already told me."
You want to stop talking about big law.
I think adds so much law to this.
That's very good.
I like to think that the Valiant Son has been walking around talking about the Land Before Time to everyone.
I didn't tell you about the big law song.
Tell you about the song with Big War.
That's beautiful.
Dizzy Hero was
I think-
next. Uncle Slam.
Dizzy Hero, ladies and gentlemen.
He came back?
He was back. He did a run.
Hey.
Did anyone watch this?
No.
I enjoyed it a
Didn't
lot.
watch it.
I don't know what this game is. It reminded me of Disaster Day of Crisis. Uncle Slam's drip was impeccable. He was wearing that big old Uncle Sam hat.
Right.
Oh no.
And he was wearing a 2013 Paramore t-shirt.
I did see the Paramore t-shirt just now when I clicked in to see what was going on.
I thought this is a guy I can get behind. Is the run great? Not really. I can't say it's an amazing run. There's a few bits here and there. There he is. He's in the chat now. In his Paramore tee. The way you know it's a 2013 Paramore tee, there's only 3 of them. That means that Jeremy and the Pharaohs have been kicked out. They got the session drummer and Taylor Yorkin. Some Paramore love for everyone there.
I was gonna say add Sam is a Paramore fan to my notes.
Sam's been following Paramore for a very long time.
I'm a really big Paramore fan. I think I own all of their albums like 3 times.
Even though you hate most of them.
It's true. I can't argue with that.
The kind of fan who has to see the next thing so they know why they're disappointed with it with Paramore.
No, I understand. Me with Silent Hill, I understand this.
Yeah.
Paramore's my Silent Hill. So I was very prepared to give Dizzy Hero a 3 stars, and then so he beats the last boss of the game, and then Uncle Slam pulls out his phone. He said, "I'm really sorry, I gotta take this." Pulls out his phone. That's saying, "What do you mean? I've just beat the last boss of the game." The camera pans slowly over, and stood next to Uncle Slam is a man dressed as the final boss of the game.
Entire room of people who just saw it happen. What? What? Turn around. What?
Too much fucking shit on me. I can't breathe.
Uncle Slam goes, "Well, I guess I gotta beat him in real life now."
Oh no!
And he fights the final boss in real life. I was having flashbacks to when the Spoony one had to fight Titus.
They had to fight Squall to beat Final Fantasy VIII.
I was cringing, but I loved this. I was so happy to see this skit. In my notes, I wrote down, and I quote, "I am both hooting and hollering."
Dang!
It's got an immediate +1 on this. I still reminded me of Spoony. Spoony donated during the next run, and I think he was inspired by seeing Uncle Slam fight the video game.
Maybe someone told him they're ripping up your bit.
You gotta get in there, Noah. The next one was "I'll invalidate your aid."
You'll see that as we get going. So if we are ready on the timer, I am ready to go to in 3, 2, 1. That's not the right game button to start a new game. Thank you for playing and the game, and that's it. The game is over. Fantastic.
I did watch this one before we started because of the strange messages you'd sent me about it. You fully crashed out from this run.
Yeah.
This is a 15-minute long run as well.
It's a 15-minute long run. This, I said this was the impossible quiz for Gen Z, first off. It's a meme game. Someone said that they were watching it with their mum. Wonder if Child Protective Services should come in, investigate this. Maybe it was the wannabe speedrunner trying to find out different games they should play. This game looks terrible, by the way. This game looks awful.
Yeah. It's not. It does not look good in any way. It's a
It was
RPG
50
maker
minutes of
game,
jokes
but
that
like
didn't land.
it's like a troll RPG maker game.
Mm.
Well, like if you click start on the main menu, it closes the game. You have to click quit to start.
Oh, it's one of those. Okay.
Yeah, it's one of
terrible.
those.
It's terrible.
Also, like halfway through, it starts an 8-minute timer before it like schedules your PC to reboot in 8 minutes. And
Huh?
yeah, and the run ended with his PC turning off.
PC shut down.
Yeah.
Wow.
Even
And then
after
he
he
was
beat the
like-
game, it didn't stop the scheduled restart that the game had made. And he said he'd never played on a computer where that worked before, but the only time was in Games Done Quick on the main stage.
His PC shut down. He said, "This has never happened before."
It had never happened before.
But he'd finished the run, and he was like, "They've put a thing in this new version where if it knows you're speedrunning the game, it talks to you. So I'm going to shut that off." And he went to shut that off. And
yeah.
PC shut down. I was like, "Get off this damn stage!" That's God's way of telling you to leave.
There were a bit earlier where he was talking to someone and they started talking about Games Done Quick, and I don't think he noticed because he was skipping through the dialogue so
Yeah, he was
fast.
skipping through so fast. I saw that. I wondered if that was what he was going to show off.
Yeah.
I said, "I hate games like this." This is a direct quote from the notes. "I hate games like this. I want to be this guy style shit. Listen here, I'm a vampire. I was born in 1601. I've seen thousands of meme games come and go, and I've forgotten more than the common man believes ever existed. In 2 hours, I won't remember this game ever what this game ever was, and my life will not have changed for that." Spend the rest of the day watching a Northern Line supercut of him doing Trickshot Simulator.
Do not cite the old magics at me, which I was there when they were written.
And I only watched 2 more runs for the entire event. I was so burned.
So that was
a 15-minute meme run.
just this game is too bad. It shouldn't be allowed out forever.
Horrible. Glad I missed that one.
That's great.
I'm pretty
So bad.
Figure out when I'm doing wrong, when I'm trying to learn a trick.
Okay, just make this jump, please. Thank you. You seeing the code? Good God. Get me off this crazy train. Oh, it's over.
It's okay, I can't hurt you anymore.
God.
It's over.